Hi, you're through to Everyday Superpower, a place where you can learn about body language and nonverbal communication. Click like, click subscribe, feel free to leave a comment if out comes to mind, and let's get into it. Today we're talking about the action of sinking or slouching in a chair, okay? It might be from the get-go of that individual sitting in the chair, or it might happen in real time as to where the individual just sinks into it before your eyes, okay? So, the individual will slouch and drop down low upon the chair, right? The head can be lowered, the eyes can be averted, shoulders upright, shrouding the neck, and the arms can be close to the body, but they can be sprawled out dependent on how the individual feels in relation to the people around them and the actual area as to where they are cohabitating, okay? It's a demonstration of relaxation and a casual attitude. A person will sink into a chair when withdrawing from a situation, okay? Such as a teenager who isn't involved within the communications at hand, yet just happens to exist within that space, okay? It sends a message of indifference. Alright, so this isn't a behaviour you want to be performing in a job interview or in a classroom of sorts or any sort of environment as to where you have to put your best foot forward, as you will be deemed inappropriate and childlike in doing so. Okay? Lowering yourself in the chair is accompanied by a reduction of the profile of the individual, okay, as you're making yourself smaller and you're attracting less attention to yourself, right? Especially if that is hand in hand with a lack of movement. As we know, movement attracts attention. So if you are low, out of the way, slow, if not moving at all, you'll attract very limited attention to oneself, and it'll be good to avoid being called upon. It puts your body closer to a sleep-like posture, more horizontal than vertical. So what accompanies such posture is more relaxation, maybe taking you to the realm of sleep, okay? And that's the mind and the muscle cooperation and the muscle memory firing at that particular moment, alright? Speaking of sleep, a little yawn check. Let me know if you've yawned in response. Making the body small limits the potential of being hit. So you could consider it somewhat a defensive position, as the shoulders will be up, concealing the neck. And as spoken, motion will be limited, attracting less attention to oneself, rather so than the dominant upright, tall stance. We are lowering ourselves, okay? Potentially as a lack of care, but generally speaking, it's not a powerful position to be, formulated by the individual. Alright? On the contrary, the person is so relaxed that they don't feel that they need to be in a state of fear. As if that was the case, the person would be in a better position to escape or fight or have to potentially defend themselves, okay? So it still is significant of relaxation, but not necessarily in a dominant manner, okay? You could deem this close to a fetal position, as the back end of the chair can promote a movement of the torso towards the legs in such means. And of course the fetal position is an incredibly relaxed position, although you'll see this in the face of intense stressful situation, but there's no further of a regression than as the one we had within the womb. Okay? Have a look at how much space they're taking up. Have they got their arms across or over or beyond the arms of the chair? Are the legs outwards and separated, or are they inwards and connected? This will be a telltale sign to see whether the person is in a somewhat defensive manner or in a territorial, as dominant as far as that position can go manner. Alright, as we know, the more space we take up, the more value we feel we're worth at that moment in time. Real estate in real time. Obviously, it's nice to do when you feel like doing it, but I wouldn't advise anybody to perform this behaviour in any degree of social environment. It's just not a good look, and you will be deemed childlike, as I said earlier, okay? Without further ado, that's me over, so click like, click subscribe. I'm out. Goodbye.